pleasure to introduce to you our mayor, Melvin Carter.
Good morning. Thank you so much for coming out here on this beautiful morning. You did have a powerful spotlight on you. I see what you meant. It's wonderful to be here. In all of your presence, in the presence of our former mayor, George Latimer. Please give him another round of applause. Our city's statesmen, our council members, Bostrom, Prince, it's great to see you. Our fierce, strong champions in the legislature, Senator Hurst, Representative Mahoney, it's good to see you as well. Good to see you guys here as well. Please give them a round of applause. You know, politics and government work and policy sometimes looks like an individual sport, but it's a team sport. And I just want to acknowledge our teammates who are here with us today. I appreciate your work. I'm honored to be here today and exciting to join here in this wonderful celebration, to celebrate the long-standing friendship with our sister city of Changsha, China. 30 years of friendship, to be exact. I think that's something we can all be very, very proud of. I want to especially thank all of the elected officials, all of the project leaders, and everyone from the Minnesota-China Friendship Garden Society who are here today for their work and support to make this project a success. I know this has been a long time in the making. I'd also like to be sure to acknowledge those artisans who are here from China, who are here with us today and will help to assemble that pavilion as soon as we get it all here in St. Paul. You know, the connection between the Minnesota Hmong and the Hmong ancestral home of Hunan is important to our community. And so I look forward to continuing to advance our international relationship with China. You know, we have a lot of people in this community, and we've been talking a lot over this last few years of what makes America great, what makes Minnesota great, what makes St. Paul great. And we have to know that what makes our community great is the people who are in it. All of the people who are in it. The fact that we come from all over the world, that we speak different languages. When I first got elected, someone came in my office and, you know, we're updating our city's comprehensive plan. And I saw a draft of the document that said, we strive to be a city where everyone can succeed and thrive despite their racial and cultural background. And I said, well, that's wrong. They said, what do you mean? I said, I think we can build a city where everyone can thrive because we're so diverse. And that's our vision for our city. So that's why it's so important for us to celebrate today that those roots of our city go deep, and those roots of our city cross oceans, and those roots of our city plant us in other countries and on other continents. Earlier this year, the city of St. Paul sent 5 of our Peanuts statues to the city of Changsha as a symbol of our commitment to continue strengthening the bond between our two cities. And I would just want to say personally, I'd love the chance to go visit those statues in person next year. And we're thrilled to install this incredible pavilion right here in this park, right near that meditation statue by Master Lake, that continues to serve as a cornerstone of our China Garden here in Phelan Regional Park. I know that when this garden is complete, it'll add yet another layer of unity between our cities, and I look forward to creating this beautiful space where members of our community can visit, reflect, and interact with each other. Thanks again for being here today, and I hope you can all stay to enjoy the festivities going on throughout the day as part of the Dragon Festival. It's truly a great day to celebrate in St. Paul. Thanks for being here with us.
Minnesota Senator Fung He has been a resident of St. Paul, Minnesota for 25 years and has served as senator from District 67 since 2012. Since taking office, he's introduced and passed a number of bills to support affordable housing development, renewable energy policies, economic growth, and education to develop the future workforce. For the East Side, he has worked hard on youth summer job programs, the development of Metro State Science and Education Center, and securing funding for the East Side Enterprise Center to help small businesses in his district. He has been a huge champion on workforce development and job training for minority communities and new American immigrant communities, and currently serves as a co-chair of the People of Color Indigenous Caucus. He has been a long-standing supporter of the China Friendship Garden and worked with Representative Mahoney to really bring these designs to us. So we thank you again for your work, and it is a pleasure for me to introduce to you your Minnesota Senator, Bung He.
Hello everyone, 大家好. And I also want to acknowledge Mayor Joe Latimer, and Mayor Carter, who spoke here earlier, and also the our City Council, my House Member Tim Mahoney, and the Park and Rec Department, and everybody else, the Hmong community and the Chinese community, Mr. Cheng Zhong, and also Mr. Tai Ning-Her for leading this project. And also want to acknowledge my friend Senator Frenson, right over here, come all the way from Edina, to visit. And if there's any elected official that I missed, my apology to that. I think I saw Congressman Tim Walz was here earlier as well. So today is an exciting day for us as we introduce to the public the St. Paul Changsha Friendship Garden, or the Lu Ming Yuan, or the Lu Wang Hong Yu in Hmong. It's so refreshing to see all of you here, representing diversity of America at this wonderful celebration. It has been a very long time since St. Paul and Changsha formally became sister city in 1988. A lot has changed since then. On a personal note, I visited our sister city, Changsha, 25 years ago for the first Hmong International Symposium. Little did I know then that St. Paul and Changsha had already been sister city a few years prior. Many mayors have taken office in both cities since and continue to strengthen our relationship. It has been a long-awaited anticipation even for me since the Friendship Garden plan came to my consideration 4 years ago. I have been inspired by every positive step and admire the determination of those who got us to this point. Why build it here in the East Side St. Paul? I asked, why build it here? Well, the answer is simple, why not? First, because it is the St. Paul Changsha Friendship Garden. It has to be in our city, it has to be in St. Paul. Where else would St. Paul rather have this Friendship Garden than on the willow bank of Lake Phelan here in the East Side? I'm sure folks in other part of our city, like West St. Paul, West Side, Highland Park, McLovin, or Como, I'm sure folks there will not hesitate to take on this project. But why let them have it? Yeah, why let them have her? Yeah. That would mean we have to go there to visit. Yeah. Why not build her here closer to home and make others come our way? Like my fellow senator here, Senator Frenson, come all the way from Edina to visit us today. Would you agree? All right. So thanks to the City of St. Paul, the District 5 Council, and our City Council for making East Side and Lake Phelan as the location for this project. I also applaud our Lakeside neighbors for working very hard to bring this project into fruition. Thanks to the cultural partnership like the Chinese community, the Hmong American community, and others. And thanks to the mass supporter of the East Side and the many donors from the grassroots level who contribute most of the money raised for this project. You make this happen. Yes, you make this happen. And to those who missed the opportunity to lend your support, I think it's still not too late. You can contact the city or the Friendship Garden Society. Also, I'm humbled to thank the indigenous people, the original caretaker of this land, for keeping this place in harmony with nature. And now it's becoming harmonious with wetland on the other side of the world. This is a blessing in disguise, because this garden can be put anywhere else in St. Paul. But fate brought her here to the east side of St. Paul, which has historically been home for immigrants. And today is home for the largest Asian American community in Minnesota, particularly the Hmong American community. As Minnesota center of Hmong descent, I could not be more content to have this ancient replica of peace and tranquility, and the heritage wall made from the home of my ancestor to be placed here in the district that I represent. Nearly 240 years ago, my people, my Hmong people, were driven out of China to Laos in our own trail of tears. And the scar of griefs still remain. A couple naysayers prefer that I stay idle and let this gift exchange come to pass without my involvement, and perhaps the involvement of the Hmong community. But that would be my forfeit, and my forfeit alone. Today, as Hmong American, we will not let fear and negativity agitate, confuse, or startle us, but we will embrace opportunity to forgive the past. After all, this is a friendship garden, a symbol of goodwill and diplomacy. We must take opportunity like this and rise to the occasion. That we are here. That we are here. We, the cast-out orphans of China, have survived through countless of hardship and tragedies from one nation to another. Today we are here in the 21st century of America, standing proud with all St. Paul light, and all people open up our arms to host the St. Paul Changsha Friendship Garden. There's no better action than unity and the kindness of our hearts. While the meaning of this project varies from one person to another, I for one see this Friendship Garden as a knowledge gateway between our two sister cities, St. Paul and Changsha. We have so much to learn from one another to strengthen our relationship, our common bond, and our social economic prosperity, as well as giving our children the possibility to see beyond their current surroundings. This Friendship Garden will keep me grounded in my roots and give me the insight and the strength to continue to rebuild our future and also to stand for peace. At times when our two nations, US and China, stand in challenge, let it never be our two sister cities. And at times when the bond of our sister city stretches thin, let it never be so between our Hmong families here and our family abroad. We are the essence that will bring everyone together to make St. Paul the most welcoming city in Minnesota. The Friendship Garden here will bring people near and far, from within the state and international. You will bring our Hmong Chinese here to take pictures when they come to visit. May everyone find peace here and the clarity to understand. May we find love, hope, and comfort. And may all who come here come for friendship, come for unity, and come for the determination to better Minnesota. May God bless our two sister cities, and may God bless the East Side. Thank you very much.
ru tia tia na hong tê tu ôi nâng sông ở lần nô cha có chi giờ của tàu cò tu sống chỉ hồ cho cô ta sẽ dọa tu xa xôi chỉ xa nhu tia tia na hong tê tu ôi nâng sông trâu ôi nó cô có vua mua cho hồng tao có lo ua cụ tu có xuân tia tia trâu cu nó mò tia trâu cu tia tia na hong tê tu ôi nâng sông trâu tu lô gió bó nô ở cứ tí tua cho mua man chia hai buồn trọ gió là tua ta xua đời